Day 2 with the robe. Look at this. This is a good looking robe right here, if you were to ask me. Look at the designs on it. What are those? Flowers? I don't know, they look really good though. I need to get into flow. How do you get into flow? Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just all snap our fingers and be in flow state? I remember the first time I was ever in flow state in my entire life that I remember it changed my life. I was actually so nervous to go to the football game. So I'm in high school, I'm a senior. I was the guy that really a lot of people knew, but no one was super close with. I didn't have a really tight friend group. I was on the soccer team, but I was always super nervous every time I went to soccer practice because when I would go there, I always thought the coach was judging me. I always thought the other players were judging me. My self-image was extremely low, right? My self-esteem was extremely low. So I always thought everyone was judging me, okay? Especially on the soccer team. You know, the craziest thing ever, I can't believe I just couldn't fix my mind. I would go play for the school soccer team and absolutely suck balls. And then I would go to the recreational team where I was one of the best. I would crush it. And I would hit moves I wouldn't hit at the school, and I would be able to see things on the field that I wouldn't be able to see when I was playing for the school. And the reason is my mind was not blocked. My creative mechanism was freely flowing. Right? I was able to act in the moment. See, when you let the thoughts of others perpetrate into your brain, it's like a wall. It's like a wall stopping the flow of water. It's like a dam. And without that, you're questioning everything. You're uncertain. You doubt yourself. When you get the ball, you're looking up, trying to pass it as soon as possible instead of believing in your ability. So that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. So my senior year of high school, I got into self-development because I got a girlfriend, and I was like, all right, I needed something to change in myself. All right, it's time. So my junior year, I started watching YouTube videos, and then my senior year is when I really started to take action. So my senior year of high school, I went to a football game for the first time ever. I'm so nervous as I drive there. I'm so nervous of what everyone's going to think of me. I'm so nervous of how I'm going to be perceived. I'm so nervous of having a good time. I'm nervous because I know I'm going to be nervous in the stands. Who am I going to hang out with? I didn't know any of this. So when I pull into the parking lot, everyone's parked close to the football field. So half the parking lot is absolutely full, and the other half is basically the cars get more and more dispersed until there's no cars at the very end. I go park as far away as possible from the football field, just my car lonesome, far away. I'm about to get out, and I Google how to cure social anxiety. I literally thought something was wrong with me, I'm doomed. But I wasn't gonna stay that way, but in that moment, I thought I was just fucking doomed. So I read some shit, didn't even help at all. I get out of the car, and I'm just all right, I just have to accept what's gonna happen. I need to be a different person. I'm just gonna go in there, I'm gonna accept whatever happens. My goal is, as I'm walking to the game, to talk to as many people as possible. So I talk to, I think as I'm walking to the game, I talk to one person who I see through the parking lot. Because remember, I parked on the other side, as far away as possible. I needed as much time to walk as I possibly could get to really get myself into the state I needed to be in. See, but the only way to do that is through action. You must act first. So I acted first. I walked in, I got my tickets, I spoke to the lady at the counter, I walked in, first person I saw, boom. Started a conversation with the first person I saw that I knew, some girl. I was talking to her, I was forcing myself to have good energy. You know what happened? The energy was there. Then I walk around some more after I'm done talking to her. I see another person I know, boom. Hit them with some good energy. I hit them with some good energy, they reciprocate, then we start walking around, and then I'm making comments, making them laugh, making myself laugh. See, I'm giving what I want internally. I'm giving it away first. I'm acting as if and giving out in abundance, laughter, joy, positivity. I'm just faking it and I'm giving it. I'm creating it from within. And then soon I get into a flow state where all those things become ingrained into me for the next 2 hours. I go down to the bleachers. I'm down there by the bleachers hanging out with all these people that know me from school, guys, girls, all in my grade in the IB program. The IB program was very tight knit. So everyone knew each other, right? It was like AP classes, like higher advanced classes, international bachelorette classes. And so like everyone had the same classes together, tight knit group of people. These guys and girls saw me in school every day for the last 4 years, 2 years actually, but we went to the same high school, so give or take, saw me around. I saw them around, and I was acting like a totally new person. My self-identity, who I thought I was, shifted that night. My eyes were open to the possibilities. And so that night, I was super like just outgoing, extroverted, fun, energetic, present, conscious. And one of the girls even told me as we're cheering on the game, talking in the stands, she was like, I've never seen you like this. It's like a whole nother person. I was like, yeah, damn right. It's a whole nother person. Because what I learned that night is I have control over everything around me. Because then, thinking about this, a couple weeks later during like Halloween week in school, one of the people that friend group come up to me, and then we go back to school, and then I'm just back to normal. You know, I kind of talk to them here and there, but I'm not like how I was that night. All right. But I do good enough. And then I get invited to go out during Halloween to like some fear festival or something like that. And I pull up to the house. They asked me at school. I said, yeah. And then I pull up to the house the night of the event. Don't say a word. In the car, the drive is like 45 minutes. I don't say a word. I remember I got out of the car and I told the driver, my buddy, I was like, hey, dude, I didn't say a word in that car ride. He's like, yeah, why not? Why not? My self-image had gone back to what had been ingrained in my mind for years. But somehow that night, I'll never forget this night, I was able to break free of who I thought I was and unleash positivity among those around me. And that brought a ton of opportunities to me, like getting invited to the Halloween event, right? Getting invited to one of the girls' birthday parties, getting invited to Friendsgiving. All these things because of one night of positivity. See, people want to be around people that bring good energy to them, that are in a flow state, that are conscious. See, because we are all one. If you want something, what truly fulfills you will fulfill another human being. You're both human beings, right? At the natural, most biological level, we all are goal-striving mechanisms. We're all goal-striving mechanisms. So if our goals are to be conscious, be present, and at peace, if striving to be better as a human being brings me those things, I know it'll bring you those things. Because I know when I wasn't that way, I felt anxiety and stress, and I know that because you're human, you feel that as well. And because these guys saw in me a freeing, expressive, new human being, they wanted to be around that. They wanted that energy. And guess what? The next couple events we went to, I lost that energy. Here's the thing though, I never lost it. I always had it. I have it now. Anything I've ever had or you've ever had or ever will have is already inside. See, but then it got blocked off by my mind because I identified with my mind instead of being conscious and present and the witness. So as long as I'm alive, I will always remember that. I'll always remember how action first led to the feeling second in the state of being that was conducive to change my life for the rest of time. But really, it just changed my life the next couple of months. Where I got invited to this, invited to this, invited to this. I had a whole new friend group. And then because I fell back in my old ways, I didn't get invited to anything. I don't talk to any of them anymore.